Hello gamers, this is DNH and welcome back to SkyBlock Quickcarpet, and you are at the future site of the zoo museum thing project. So if you didn't see last week, that is the big amount of discussion about this project, so definitely go see that episode. But so this is a portal that is out at the location that I had talked about in my video. This is centered on 3250 and negative 5950, basically, roughly speaking. So this is that basically in the kind of ocean in between the winter biome and the jungle and the desert, and there's savanna and a mushroom biome and everything else. So this is probably, I'm pretty confident that this is going to be where I build. I'm still not 100% sure, but I did pillar out. Probably one of the biggest things that I have thought of is distance. So this is obviously into the nether, and I built this portal, and I want you to look at the distance. I'm going to turn on the bounding boxes just so you can see something while we walk. But even this distance is pretty far, even through the nether. So I'm going to walk back to the main area, and I've really, after doing some testing, first of all, my Cognito, the commenter that's pretty active on my stuff, once again, thank you, mentioned that silverfish cannot be picked up in those in their, like, you can't get monster eggs from Silk Touch, and he's absolutely correct. He or she, I don't know, honestly, like 90% of my viewers are male, but anyway, they, I guess, are absolutely correct. I tried both cobblestone and smooth stone with a Silk Touch pick, and it doesn't give you any eggs out of it. I mean, it doesn't give you anything different than stone or cobblestone. I mean, I picked them up, I put them down. It was interesting in the video. I did, I'll probably show you, some of them mined faster than others, seeming to indicate that I was getting something different. But either way, it doesn't give you something that will eventually turn into silverfish. I later placed all those blocks and broke them normally, and yeah, I mean, nothing comes out of them. So I'm going to have to transport silverfish the standard way. And realistically, shulkers, I did, through him and through other means, somewhat verify that they can go through end portals, and they will come out at the world spawn. But it's going to be incredibly hard, because I'm going to have to put down buttons basically anywhere that I want to transport them, or else they can teleport to stuff. I guess trapping them in a cart or boat isn't going to keep them there if there's teleport ability. So that is just going to be really tricky. And so being relatively close to the world spawn is going to be a big deal. And look at this. Look at how much I've been walking already so far. And this is already pretty far out. So honestly, this is absolutely the furthest out I can go. I even am still vaguely considering that location just east of the spawn as being closer, but realistically, this is just a much nicer location, different biomes that are all fairly accessible, so I can move most of the stuff pretty easily. Even if I have to struggle with silverfish or shulkers, that'd be pretty much no matter where I built. And even if I built close to the spawn, I'd have to move silverfish. So it's just going to be tricky either way. There's nothing I can really do to make that particular job any easier. And so yeah, it just kind of is what it is. And now we're finally getting to, this is the silverfish farm. So honestly, that's not, in comparison to other stuff, that's not terrible through the nether. But yeah, and we can see off to the right is where the beach area is. It's a pretty good distance. I mean, I've just walked a pretty good distance from over there, and I think it's going to be tricky no matter what. So I definitely don't want to go further out. I am very convinced of that. Even this distance is seemingly pretty far, but not ridiculously far. It's still within a reasonable area, and I'm pretty convinced that is where I'm going to build. So yeah, I haven't really built anything yet. I haven't committed, and the first thing I'm going to do is kind of build an entry area or whatever. I really don't know what the green borders in this new bounding box thing is. That is weird. Is it forest, plains? Oh, is it when it changes? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty handy. So it's when it changes biomes. That's like a border on changing biomes. Oh, okay. Actually, that is pretty cool then. Huh. All right. Fair enough. I guess I should have thought of that, but whatever. Right. So that's the area. Obviously, I just built a little platform out there, and a portal. I don't really have anything out there yet. And so there's nothing really to show. Again, I'm still, I mean, look, I could just build it out in here, out in the open, and be right butting up against here. And obviously for the shulkers, assuming I could get them over to this location, that would obviously be more accessible. Man, this river. I'm telling you, these things. Anyway, obviously that would be more accessible. But even so, like, honestly, I'm probably, once I draw them through the end portal and right into basically the world spawn location, I'm going to have to almost immediately draw them into the nether, because there's a trillion places around here. Preventing them from teleporting in this thing is going to be a tricky task. So yeah, it's going to be rough, but not a whole lot I can do. My goal is to try to get everything there, and shulkers is going to be one of the hardest ones. Silverfish will be kind of hard. Most of the rest of the stuff won't be too bad. And I'm feeling pretty good about that location, so I am going to I think commit to it. Again, being really close to spawn, I could say, okay, great. But I'd have to move anything that is polar from a pretty good location, from a pretty good distance away. Swamp would be closer, but there's not. I think that is really the best location. I'm pretty happy with it. And so I'm going to commit to it and start really building out there. I don't think there's really a lot of else to consider in that. So let me put some of that away. I still have some cobblestone over here, I guess, throw in there. Okay. So I'm probably not going to make this a very long episode. I haven't really done much this week. I just wanted to fill you in on kind of been doing some thinking, some research, and whatever. And that's really where we're at. So I guess I'm gonna go, but hopefully you don't too much mind the shorter episode. I do. Oh man, these guys spawn a ton. I have this iron farm, but honestly, just running around killing these guys. Although I need to probably make another a better bow. I tried mending on one of the bows, but a lot of the stuff, like the iron golems, don't really give you XP when you kill them. So, and infinity's really good, although I have a crap ton of arrows, so it really doesn't matter, but whatever. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I am gonna, is this a 1.5 thing now that vines come down from the outside of the jungle trees? I don't know. I'm going to go. As always, gamers, have a good evening, day, and night. Minecraft, time-lapse, mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks, perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.